Alright guys, so tints and shades. Does anyone know what tints and shades are when we're talking about color? Yeah? Amasia?
A light color and a shade.
Say it again? A light color and what?
And a shade.
Okay, so you're kind of on the right path. So think about light, like physical light, and shade, physical shade. Okay? So if you are tinting a color, okay, you are making it lighter with the color with white, which is not technically a color. And if you're shading a color, okay, you get darker with black. So you guys are going to create kind of like a line design, very, very simple, on this paper by choosing one color. I'm going to choose red. And by making tints, different tints, like a gradient of them, of that red, and then also shades of it. So I'm going to show you how you're going to start. Okay, you're going to simply start with just white, and I'm going to go corner to corner. You're going to be also working on a mat, and if the paint gets on the mat, no big deal, because you can wipe it off a paper towel, but please make sure you're trying not to get it on the table. Okay, and I'm going to go in a diagonal pattern, and you guys probably can't see this because the paper is white, but I'm just trying to put the white paper kind of quickly down the middle in a diagonal. Okay, and now I am going to take the smallest amount of red, super tiny. Look at how much is on my paintbrush, very little. And I'm going to mix that into my white. Now when I mix, you guys, I'm not going crazy. I want to keep it within this container. So I'm kind of like scooping it up and turning it over on each other. And notice how that white is now just the tiniest bit of pink, right? It just got a little bit darker. So this is like the next level, and I'm putting it on one side of that diagonal. I'm going to dip in one more time, and I'm going to put it on the other side of that initial white line. So you can see it's very, very faint, right? It's not a dramatic change at all. Okay, and now I'm going to make it a step darker. So again, I'm going to take the littlest amount of red, and I'm going to mix it into that same batch of white. Okay, notice I'm not taking the white and trying to put it inside my red. That would take like way, way too long to change the color. So a little bit of the darker color into the light is going to help change it not so dramatically. So I think I can probably go a little darker because those two look a little bit too similar to me. So that's a nice test, and then I take my maybe a little bit more red, and I'm going to go mix it in. I don't want to put a little bit too much, but I'm going to go with the flow here. Okay, and you can see that's my next tint. And then where am I going to go with that one? On the other side here. Alright, so you kind of get the picture with the tint, right? The goal is to continue to add the color until you are basically at a red. Okay? So I would add maybe just a little more, do another row, a little bit more, do another row, and then I would go straight to red. Okay? So now I'm going to try to just get all that paint off of my brush. Okay? Because I showed you guys tinting. Now some colors, like I didn't put any yellow on your palettes. Okay, just because I find yellow to be the most difficult to do the shading with because it's the closest to white. But I did put orange, and you're gonna see that some colors, you guys, are change a lot more dramatically than others. Like that white might change really quickly when you're using purple or the dark blue rather than the red. So that's why I'm saying do like one dot at a time rather than multiple. Oh, it's okay. Here, come on in. Oh my gosh. Oh. So I'm doing a recording right now, and I'm so excited that there's goats here.